I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my snapshot report for you, Pisces, for the week of May the 25th. Okay, so there's a lot of activity happening around your home, family, or domestic area. This is also a great area for self-nurturing as well. So we've got Mars in there, which, gives you the motivation to get on and get things done, and it can put a level of urgency on things. And I would advise you not to go ahead and make any rash decisions, particularly as Mars does have a square with Neptune as well. And even though this can, give you the inspiration to get ahead with things, it can provide some tension as well, and it can, put a veil of confusion over things. So there's like a little bit of uncertainty, and it can, translate itself to you feeling a little bit vulnerable. So, and all that is okay, because what that allows you to do is just to take a step back and think through things and how they're going to affect you. Now, the Sun is in this home family area as well as Mercury. Now, Mercury is still retrograde, so even though it's out of the main, that storm, what we call the storm period, when it comes in or out of the retrograde transit, it is still retrograde, so that causes a little bit of confusion just in itself. And if you're having like a deep meaningful with someone, which sometimes you can't get around, Mercury retrograde, doesn't wait for life, doesn't wait for Mercury to come out of retrograde sometimes, or for all the planets to line up perfectly. So you just want to be aware that it's easy for misunderstandings to happen during this week. It's easy for tensions to get, a little bit high. So what you can do is just, be a little bit more aware of that and take a step back. Sometimes it's better to listen to what other people are saying rather than offer opinions or suggestions. And you know what? Sometimes people don't really want your advice or anyone's advice. They just want to be able to vent, or hear themselves talk. Or, I know myself sometimes when I relay something to someone, it sort of makes sense when you hear it out loud, so it could be just that type of situation. Now, with money and love comes up this week too. So if you're doing anything with someone close to do with money, either, with family or a loved one, or even a colleague in that sense, if you're working on a creative project, for instance, then make sure that you have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted, and everybody knows what's going on and what they're accountable for, what they're responsible for, okay? So it's not that things are not going to go through this week. It's almost a little bit of a push stop, that perhaps someone wants you to do something faster than what you can do it or prepared to do it. So it's like you go forward and you come back a bit. So as I said, when it's like that, it's a great time to try not to go against the current, okay? So if things aren't coming through for you immediately, well, maybe there's a reason for that. And maybe the reason is that you need to just step back and take a closer look at it and take a closer look at what direction. Sometimes if you can't go straight forward, you can go around, for instance. So there's generally another way to tackle something. So don't, bash your head against the wall trying to get someone or something to happen as you envisage it. With the Venus there in your 5th house, then, this is great for love too. And love affairs can start in this area chart, or, you can mend fences as well. So all in all, there's a lot happening this week. By the end of the week, over the weekend, when the Sun conjuncts Mercury, things start to make more sense and start to come together more, and it's more amicable and friendly, and it'll fall into place for you, okay? So have a great week. I hope something beautiful happens for you around your home, family, with money and with love. And I'm Jennifer Angel. See you next week.